1 2, check. Oh, peace. Peace to all the people locked in. Yeah. This one I'm trying to make a quick one still. But I do want to continue it on when I've got more time. What I'm saying is this the question I'm looking to ask people on Sunday in Speaker's Corner. Are the people them that's sharing their messages to the world, you get me? This is what I want to know. This is what I believe every conversation should you should touch on this before you engage in a conversation. I believe if you're looking for sincerity and truth, you get me? And the question I'm going to ask everybody is, have you got an opinion or has an opinion got you? Once I've got bare Omar videos, G. True stories. I like that as well. I wanted to talk about that as well still. I like that Uncle Omar, he approached me and he was like, raw, I want man to grow, man, innit? I want man to ask man any question, like the tough questions, you get me? I like that. To me, that's a sign of a person who's willing to make the truth be known, whatever it is, you get me? Like not too many, like I say not too many. I don't think anybody else has come up to man in the park and told man, rah, ask the tough questions. What you think is the tough questions. You get me? Omar's reforming. He's a waste of time. It's your opinion still. It's your opinion still. But, yeah. I said he's a nutter, but he's ours. And to Taweed, what's going on? Sway Brown, my brother. Yeah, nah, it's real talk, man. That's all that's going on still. It's not everybody I see who's willing to explain why they believe what they believe or what they're preaching, you get me? And I like that, man. If you're sincere about the truth, then you're supposed to be open like that. You're supposed to try and be transparent, you get me? Make anybody say their thing, you get me? Let me run this video real quick still. This video is hilarious. So let's put this together real quick. Uncle Omar changes his mind about James. Taking this real quick. Because at the beginning, Uncle Omar was anti-James, you get me?
James!
Let me know if you can hear it.
Come here, bro. Come here. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Come here, brother. Come here. How's it going, man?
Let me know if you can hear it. Give me a 1 if you can hear it.
This is gonna be a fun conversation. Let's do this.
Check Omar's face.
Why?
This is gonna be
I
fun.
just dismissed him early.
I am selective.
Me, James, and Uncle Omar.
I am selective. I talk to people who I think maybe they have good in them. This man is full of dirt, full of evil.
But you wanted to talk to me earlier though online.
Yo, I was catching
I
danger
want
watching
to
this
shut
one.
you about something you said.
Okay, what was that? So you begged me.
The same day. It's the same day pleb enforcement. It's before I got there though still.
He only begs a lot.
Let me pause it. Let me give the backstory. Yes. Uncle Omar asked me to grill him the week before. He asked me to grill him the week before. And I told him, rah, like, off the top of my head, I ain't really got my questions prepared, you get me? Let me go and all the meds and try to come back with something. But then I think I was watching a preview of a video or something, and I saw James in the comments, you get me? And I was like, yeah, that would be the key man to ask the questions, you get me? Because he's Rain Man with his studies, you get me? With his level of commitment and excellence when it comes to just reeling off. Even without his folder certain times, he can just reel off hadiths and surahs and all of these things from memory, you get me? Like he's committed it to memory. Like, so I'm like, rah, let James, like, if Uncle Omar's serious, he really wants a grilling, it shouldn't really matter who's grilling him. It should just matter that the key questions are being asked that everybody wants to know, you get me? Obviously, he gets called terrorist all the time, Uncle Terrorist and all of that. You get me? So he knows that it's going to be probably those type of questions, you get me? But yeah, James is the man to ask those type of questions there still. So I page James, like, yeah, boom. I woman wants him to grill him. Come with me. I beg you, give me some questions to ask, or I'm gonna dial you in when I'm grilling him, and he just tell me, like, listen to the conversation. He just tell me if I've missed out something or if I should ask him this according to what he just said. You get me? But he was like, "Right, say nothing. I'm gonna come down to the park. Say nothing." That's how James talks when he's on the phone. Still, he turns into a road man. So I say nothing. I'm gonna come down to the park real quick. I'm gonna be there early. You get me? White man time. So I was like, "I say nothing. I'm gonna link you black man time." So I come down there a bit late. James was there on time. But this is DJ RZA was there, get me? So he must have like, phoned RZA. I was like, "Rah, man's running late." If you see James and Uncle Omar in the park, set up the thing, you get me? I make them do their thing still. So I didn't know that Uncle Omar was hostile to James, because apparently James is telling me when I'm asking him to do the thing that Uncle Omar's had a discussion with him online already and he had to go or something like that. But he wanted to continue the questions, you get me? So he's willing to have the conversation. But apparently there was a misunderstanding, and this is where we got to now, innit? This is the misunderstanding that they're at now still. So let me run from here. It's hilarious.
I didn't say.
Yeah,
I didn't. You are a
Okay.
filthy liar. I didn't.
It's getting
Yeah, you
I
asked me to
did-
stay
I
longer.
didn't.
What did you want to talk about?
I didn't.
Okay, so
Some
you
people
don't want
said.
to talk anymore.
Some people said, call James, tell him to come back, and you run away. Give me one reason I talk to you.
Well, I don't know. You were the one who asked James. I want to say something.
I didn't.
So you don't want to say anything
No.
anymore.
I was answering something happened in the chat.
Okay.
Because you are a scumbag, you always come, say something bad about Islam. You never seen anything good about Islam.
I have.
Why I talk to you?
I have.
Give me a reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've changed your mind.
James gives me jokes, man. My man called him a scumbag. Man just raised his hand and shook his head. Man didn't even diss him back on that, you know. James is hilarious, man. This come like some fucking Ricky Gervais office type skit. This made me think like, right, I have to put the video together still. I don't usually do the comedy thing still, but this had me dying when I was watching it back. Especially the video that comes after. Let me just hitch that back real quick. I make sure people catch that. Uncle Omar calls him. I said, "You are a scumbag." James just rose his hand and shook his head, fam, like frustrated internally. But he just restrained himself for the cameras. Cause I seen him in the comment section going wild. You get me? Let me run that back real quick and watch the reaction on James. This is a psychological analysis right now. You're getting from COE. You get me?
Bad about Islam. You never seen anything good about Islam.
Let me read.
Okay.
Because you are a scumbag. You always come, say something bad about Islam. You never seen anything good about Islam. Why I talk to you? Give me a reason to talk to you.
Okay. Well, you've changed your mind then. That's fine. You're allowed to change your minds. Okay. You guys can continue then. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
Bye
Bye
bye.
I'll talk to you later.
Uncle, Uncle, I'm gonna be joking off, fam. I was like, bye bye. Yo, this shit like, yo, trust me, if I didn't know them, I'd have watched this shit and think it's some fucking, some sitcom, fam. Some situation comedy, you get me, on BBC or something. Watch our man says bye again.
Change your mind then. That's fine. You're allowed to change your minds. Okay. You guys can continue then. Have a good day.
Bye bye.
I'll talk to you later, James. I'll talk to you later, bro. I'll talk to you later. Anyway, that's
If you cannot
Yo.
go, man.
Hey Ralph. Hey, what you doing, man? I tell your peoples them to fix up, man. Unblock me on your fucking channel, man. Keep on saying you're gonna unblock, man. I don't know if you don't know how to do it, you know. You need to unblock, man. True stories. Because you're on this free speech absolute thing and a man can't talk. I come to realize I ain't on a free speech absolute thing again. You get me? Because there's certain cases where I feel man should have shut them out, you get me? But anything to do with, like, this is the reason I made this video here still. Have you got an opinion, or has an opinion got you? Anything to do with ideas that you're promoting or that's like of public interest, I believe man should be able to talk fully, freely about, you get me? As long as it's the intention of making the truth apparent and just not to hurt people's feelings, you get me? But I digress. Let me go back into the video. This is earlier on in the day. So afterwards now, man's been I've come to the park and I seen Uncle Omar. And I was like, all right, boom, I seen James. I was like, all right, boom, can we do this thing? And James was like, I don't know. Omar's moving hostile, you know, he don't really want to chat to man again still. I was like, no, man. Like, just come stand on the sideline and let me reason with him. He might change his mind, you get me? So, man started reasoning with Omar, with James on the side. And True Man was just asking questions. The man's asking the tough questions. And this is the thing as well. If man's sincere and you've got these questions in your head, you're supposed to be able to ask them freely without man feeling like man's trying to trap man or anything like that. This is how come I rate Uncle Omar, and this is how come I will continue to film and talk to him. And anybody who's on this, who wants to do a to the camera thing again, man's gonna start asking questions, innit? If you're not willing to, if you wanna just talk freely and do your thing, you can just ignore, man. But I'm gonna ask the questions regardless, innit? Worse if I feel like there's it's in the public interest to know these things. If you're a questionable brother, you get me? Man's gonna ask the questions still. So man was asking the questions, and true Uncle Omar said he don't mind. Like, he invited the thing. He started asking questions. He started answering the questions, and the back and forth that he was having with James was it was a decent back and forth. You get me? It was a decent back and forth still. So man just continued the talking, and lo and behold, he changed his mind. You get me, sir? Yeah, here's the rest of the video.
When I talk to you.
That's it, bro. That's it.
I swear by Allah, the Almighty, if I knew 1% benefit from talking to James, I talk to him. I talk to a pig and not to him. Nice talking to you, James Speaker Corner. I'm very happy because you have too much manners today, and I really appreciate that.
Okay.
And we're gonna carry on. Allow me, because honestly, wallahi, I need to go to the
Yeah,
loo.
you're allowed to go to the loo. I'm giving you permission to go to the loo.
I'm
That's
scared
fine.
to drink. I got the water, but I take the water. I did. I scared to drink. I go to the loo, man.
No, that's fine. You can go to the loo.
James Speaker Corner shown a lot of manners today. Please, my brother in the chat and in the internet, be nice to him.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, my son.
Yeah, okay.
May Allah guide you.
You take
Hey, man,
care.
man graduated to his son, you know, fam. Mad thing. Imagine that. Man started off, man said I'd rather talk to a pig. Man said I'd rather talk to a little swine than talk to this filth, this dirt. Man graduated by the end of the day, by the end of the night, man graduated to the sun, you know, fam. See? That's not, give peace a chance, man. Give peace a chance. You get me? Give peace a chance, fam. Because we want to see these questions asked and answered. You get me? Everybody wants to see this shit. Everybody who's sincere. Everybody who really, like, I see man in the comment section. Peace to Ralph. I see man calling man terrorists and all of these things. Alright, cool. But just call him man like, I ain't gonna say he's one of the people that says don't film him. But there's other people that say I shouldn't film him because he's a terrorist. You get me? But that's as far as their reason goes. When I ask man, why is he a terrorist? I beg you, show me the evidence so I know what you're talking about. Starts getting foggy, you get me? So my thing is, I don't want no middleman telling man what man should and shouldn't be offended by, as if they're the fucking broadcasting standards, or you know, like that, or if they're responsible for human safety. I don't know why you're running up on me. Furthermore, there's bare people you're supposed to go to complain about this brother before you come and complain to COE. You get me? So my thing is, alright, boom. If you got concerns, if the brother's shifty or shady, come, let's at least ask. Like, give me the questions what you want me to ask. Tell me why you're saying what you're saying. Do you have an opinion, or has an opinion got you? Cause this terrorist thing's been going around for long still, but I ain't seen the evidence. I might be naive, you get me? But if so, I beg you explain, make a case, present it, and then the man will listen to it. I'm gonna put the question to man, you get me? Saying a man ain't even biased with the thing. It don't matter who it is. The same thing with the Tommy thing as well, the Tommy Robinson thing. Me and Raspek and the man them from back in the day, even before man used to film, before man used to have the discussions online. Man used to have the discussions, it was one way, it weren't online though. And it always used to come down to the thing where I was like, show me I'm not saying man ain't a racist. Like, man are asking me for my opinion, innit? I don't really think and sit about these things still. But man are asking me for my opinion. I'm saying, fam, I don't know nothing about the brother, innit? So I'm not gonna go and label a man racist as you ask a man to do, unless I've seen the evidence for myself, innit? So what I'm saying is show man the evidence, innit? And when I'm asking for the evidence, I don't want to, it gets a bit foggy, you get me? As I said, if man's going by circumstantial evidence, I'm like, yeah, I see what you're saying, innit? Man, I don't see no black people trailing around, man. I don't see, like when I look at the crowd of people that's around, man, and I remember back in the days when man used to be fighting with the NF and BMP and all them people there, it looks a bit similar still, I ain't gonna front. It looks a bit similar, you get me? If I had to make a bet, then that's what I'd hedge it on, you get me? But at the same time, if man's dealing with justice, truth and rights, as man say man is, man have to see the evidence, fam. Man can't convict no one without no evidence, you get me? So that's all I'm saying. Be consistent with the thing. Can't have it one way for one person and the next way for the next person. Let's look at the evidence. Let's examine the evidence. Let's make an argument based upon research and facts that you've ascertained along the way that you're willing to provide as evidence to be scrutinized by the person who you're trying to convince that it's one way or the other. You get me? I don't want a man just telling me Omar's a terrorist and I shouldn't film him, and that's the end of man's argument. Why do you think he's a terrorist? Are you willing to even explain that? I don't want man telling man, I've been to a few of them Tommy Robinson marches as well still. I don't want a man telling man, and that's what I'm saying, it sounds like man's an apologist. Man ain't an apologist for no one. If man's guilty, innit? But I'm just saying, cool, if you're saying that, show me the evidence, innit? So I can make an informed decision rather than just leaning on man's emotions or something. I don't want to just be echoing a man's opinion, you get me? Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. To the brother who said what language I was talking. I'm talking fuck that language. You get me? But yeah, that was basically the thing, you know, fam. So Speaker's Corner, man's looking to go and ask people, man's going to ask people, the ones them that's talking their thing, if they're willing, because not everybody's willing, and peace to Uncle Omar for setting the precedent, opening himself up, no homo, to allow the questions to enter. You get me? Cause it's a good like I feel like man's been wasting bare time in Speaker's Corner, just allowing man to just do whatever they want to do. Obviously, man's been observing and seeing who's gonna do whatever they're gonna do, trying to gauge patterns of behavior and all of that. But ultimately, man, I've got some questions in it. I want to know if what you're actually saying, if you really believe what you're saying. How did you arrive at those conclusions? You get me? I want to know these things. You hear me, sir? Yeah. Hopefully James comes back, because the conversation done early. Uncle Omar said he had to go toilet. He's not running away. And I was listening to Third Option stream the other day, last night. That was big still. It was a big stream still. But the question came up about the age of Aisha. And I said, I think Jordan M was on the panel still. And man was saying that Bansky and James, them man are insincere, innit? So they ain't really trying to answer no questions from them. I was in the comment section saying, regardless of whether they're sincere or not, I believe personally, as I said, if you care about the truth and you want the truth to be known, it shouldn't really matter who's asking the question or for what reason they're asking the question. If it's something that you're proud of, or it's something that you believe is to be the truth, and you're willing to align with that, the man should be able to explain himself regardless of who's asking it, because there might be sincere people that have the similar question or the same question and want to know that, you get me, and want to know what the truth is. Like, rah, I didn't know that. I didn't know this age thing. When I first found out about this age thing, I was like, rah, it's not a pretty sight, you know, fam. But speaking to Muslims one away, I've come to realize that it's not everybody, and I'm not talking just even Sunni, like it's not even every Sunni that believes that. Like I was saying to Jordan, there's some prominent Sunnis in a park that have told me, no, that ain't the thing. Like, obviously I see Bukhari saying that, but it contradicts certain histories that are also certified as Sahih, you get me? As authentic. So what's man really going with? You get me? But yeah, hopefully Uncle Omar can answer that question. Right now I got a cut. I got some other business to sort out. But yeah, if I get a chance later, I might come back online and we open up the thing, no homo, and we get different people on that's willing to discuss their ideas and why they believe what they do. And we get some people on who's witty, more witty than I am, to ask some questions and probe, no homo, probe deeper. You get me? But yeah, I hate that. Peace to everybody in the chat. Ain't been reading the messages. But peace to everybody in the chat. Peace to all the viewers who ain't chatting. Yeah. All the haters, close your eyes and picture me doing something that I want to do that you don't want me to do. Peace, man's out. I might come back on later, hopefully. I hate that. We're done.